What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It's his James, RedoptionAgency.com, 23 years selling full-time on eBay. And we're back. Back again. Jamesy's back. Tell a friend. I think you have to tell a friend these days on YouTube. I'm going to talk about this just because it's something different that's been going on for a while, and I'm not the only one to notice it. But first, offers. eBay's still jacked up, as we know. Checkout, offers, whatever. Offers this morning, what it's doing for me is, on my big account, I only had one offer come through all night, but it doubled it. So it sent two of them. So I don't know if that was a user error or not. But I go to try to accept it, or to counter it, actually. And it just aired out. System aired out. So I tried it several times. It wouldn't do anything. So I can't accept offers on the big account. The new account worked fine, taking the offers. So again, still issues. Again, I asked the question, how does a billion-dollar company, how does a billion-dollar e-commerce company have checkout and offer issues when that's how you make your, well, that's how we make our money. It's not how eBay makes their money these days. But they don't get no ad rate if the item don't sell. So technically it's how they make their money too, I guess, still. But on YouTube, I don't know what's changed. And I noticed other creators talking about this too. Like, for the past couple of weeks, my videos have been an all-time high, not an all-time high, but, well, maybe, I don't know, a very consistent high when it comes to views for my channel. Yet my subscriber count has taken a huge drop, lower than even when for as long as I remember. Because usually I always have at least 100 plus every 28 days. 100 to 400 every 28 days. It's usually always in that range. And it's just been steadily going down in the past, like, 2-3 weeks, maybe. Like, only 32 subscribers in the last 28 days. And it's kind of weird, being that my channel was so consistent with views. And then seeing that number drop so drastically is just something that's totally different, that's never happened before. And like I said, I've seen other subscribers or other channels talking about it too. So I'm not sure what changed there, or what the issue is, or what have you. I'm not sure. So it's very odd. Maybe there's just always been a lot of fake accounts, and maybe that's it. Because I will notice when it does go up several, it'll go back down many. So I don't know if they're just doing a cleanup of dead accounts or fake accounts. I'm not sure. Like, I'll notice one day I'll have a -8. And you could say it's just because people don't like the channel or whatever, but I don't know, it's just all of it together is just odd. So I don't know if whatever they changed to do something different or whatever. I don't know. But just thought I'd bring that up because it's different. And I'm not the only one who's noticed it. So no big deal, though. I'm not worried about it. I am worried still about the offers and the checkout and crap like that, because that's where I make my money. Dag-nabbit. Dag-nabbit. I need to... What was I going to say? It's early. We're only at like 6:50 right now. So I've got this Poshmark hat that sold for $8. Get that out of the way. And then we'll look at yesterday's numbers. poly bags. Yay. All right. What did we do yesterday? I think yesterday was pretty decent. Let's see here. Even with the issues going on. So we'll look at the media account first. Today's the last day of the month. All right. So on the media account yesterday, $450, up 14% from the day before. $33 items sold for $13.64. Let's see what the it's going to be the same because the quantity of buyers is 33. So I had no multiple piece orders yesterday. Is that right? Maybe it is. Huh, that's a little odd. All right, 450.02. Kind of sad that they hid the selling cost from us. You always have to go look for it. So it was at 52% yesterday. Oh, that's because I had if I had no multi-piece sales, that's probably why it's at 52. Because that means I've all 33. Why did I only sell 33 items yesterday? For $450? I mean, that's good. I'm not, but I'm just meaning I'm paying shipping on every item, so it brings the cost up. Yeah, okay. That's the difference. Like, so 30, it says 34 yesterday there. 31 the day before. And the day before that was 89. And that was a Tuesday. 42, 36, 42. But, so 450 there. And 419. For 18.70. So yesterday, 860, 872. So this morning on the clothing store, we're at $40. And 31 on the others. So a little over $70 before 7 a.m. So that's pretty decent. I can live with that as long as sales don't shut off today. And then yesterday, kept trying to list in the evening. Probably tried about 10 times and wouldn't go. And then finally, half of it went. Tried a few more times, got the other half to go. And then I finally just called it. I was like, I'm done. So. But let's do the clothing store first. Alrighty. Good Lord. So this one's going to Croatia, and that frickin' the address is like 50 pages long. Good Lord. That's the only one. Croatia. Remove. International over here, that is. Put these on, James. All right. I think for the whole next day thing for March, I'm just going to do whatever on here. Just because 3,000 is going to be a hefty goal, I think. So I'm going to add the CDs and hats to that too. If I can remember it, like, oh, I did ship it or list this yesterday. Write it down. It'll just call it like a 24-hour number and see. You can see how much money of my sales is within 24 hours, aka quick selling items. And then it'll highlight it. It'll highlight everything for you instead of just certain stuff. So we'll do that. Let me flip that over then. We'll do March. $3,000 goal within 24 hours. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. And if we were playing that, this one would be on the case. Would be jotted down. And that is. And you'll be able to see too in the videos now that if I can keep it up on the nighttime videos, not just the items that sell, but I'm showing the items I'm listing also. The only time you won't see stuff is after I've uploaded that video, which will be 7 or 8. So if I'm working past that stuff you won't see unless I hold it over for the next day. Like right now, I think I have a stack of 30 CDs that I went ahead and drafted last night after I kept trying to upload. But I didn't even attempt to upload them last night. So I'll show those today on the video. But so it'll be kind of a both. So this would have been on it. Put this up yesterday. West Coast Choppers hat. Sold. Took an offer for $750 this morning on it. Headed to Silver Springs, Maryland. Also, who doesn't like fast-selling stuff, right? So doing this and like highlighting it, at least for me, is just a positive, right? With all this negative with the website, I was gonna say the BS with the website, but you got to keep pulling out all the positives you can in order to keep yourself motivated and moving forward and fighting. Because it feels like a fight these days. Yeah. It feels like a fight. Next up, we got this just black and white snowflake beanie. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Lake Forest, Washington. Ooh, I got these. Even smaller. I got one, I should say, not these. Stay up here. Mika. Next up, we got another hat. Got a lot of hats this morning. We got the mossy oak camouflage Sold for $9.50. Headed to Ginsey Depot, Wisconsin. First thing I'm doing after I get back from the post office is taking a nice hot bath. Didn't get to yesterday because we had Blues game, so I was watching that. So, and I just ate dinner and went to bed. So. Get this crap off my face. Next up, Municipal Supply. Real tree. Cool, like quail looking scene on the hat. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Vinemont, Alabama. Vinemont? Riley. Next up, another hat. Yeah, an Under Armour runner's hat. Sold for $10.50. JBSA, Fort Sam Houston, Texas. Zachary. Next up, another hat. We got a Cardinals. Put up a couple days ago. Sold for $12. Headed to Urbana, Illinois. Trisha. And last US on this one is a Hartsburg Pumpkin Festival t-shirt. Sold for $10.50, headed to Hartsburg, Missouri. It's going home. It's going home. I like it when pieces go back to their original origin place. I like it. Michael. We'll do the other store before we do the international. Just in case I have a problem with that shipping address being so long. What else do I got going on in life right now? Nothing. I'm enjoying the peace. You know, Pee-wee's over 2 months, seizure free. Courtney's in good, spunky health. If you saw the short, if you didn't see the short yesterday I put up, go check my shorts on my channel. You hit my channel and hit the shorts tab. Check out yesterday's. Puppies were in fine playing mode yesterday. So I'm enjoying the peace. It's just me, you, and working. Listing and shipping. No drama. Some BS. Like, what would our numbers look like if it wasn't tax season? I'm doing 800 plus per day, but how much is that is fueled by taxes? Alrighty. You didn't see that. Whew. I laid back down for a second. I'm like, no, just get up. Fed the puppies, gave him his meds. Lay back down. I'm like, just get up. Think about all the cool stuff you got to list. I'm like, okay, I'll get up. No international over here. All right, first up, Tatiana Ali Daydreamin', 12-inch. Sold for $5. Headed to Holyoke, Massachusetts. Angel. DJ Flash. DJ Flash in the house. Next up, Casey and JoJo. So for $5, headed to Cocoa, Florida. Cocoa. Can't move the phone no farther away. Interference. Four, 6, 9, April. Deja Vu on DVD. Sold for $5. Headed to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Chattanooga, Tennessee. I like driving through Chattanooga. I just like driving through Tennessee, period. Tennessee is just one of my favorite states that I've visited. Actually, it might be my favorite state. There's just something about it with me. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I have a connection to Tennessee for some reason. I don't know. Like, if there's such thing as afterlife, or, you know, more than one life, reincarnation. I feel like my past has something to do with Tennessee, if there's a such thing. Because there's just something in my head that attaches me to Tennessee. And always has. Since the first time I drove through it. Jive Bunny. That sounds good to me. CD. Sold for $8. Headed to Santa Maria, California. Like, I feel like if there's reincarnations a thing, like, I feel like I was somebody, like, in the woods of Tennessee, the backwoods of Tennessee or something. Whether that was settlers or just, I don't know, people who live off the land and like it just, maybe it's just the love of the history. I don't know. Like, backwoods, Tennessee, shacks, no electricity is a real strong thing in my head. Would I want to live in that today? No. So what's with that connection? Why is that so prevalent in my thought process? And it could just be love of the history. Or maybe there's something more to it. Third day CD sold for $5. Headed to Westville, Florida. But usually when like any other history I enjoy, I don't feel connected to it, right? There's something that's connecting me to it. Hell, my first time even driving through Tennessee, I was 24 in 1995. We've got Bodyguard DVD, sold for $8, headed to California. Cerritos, California. Put up yesterday, Very Best of Roberta Flack. I'll clean that one up. Sold for $13, headed to Cincinnati, Ohio. We got Left 4 Dead 2 on the PC, sold for $6, Headed to Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. And I can clean that one up along with it. Let's see. I need to do them in twos since my machine does 2 at a time. Let's see if everything else looks good. So clean this one up with it. Jackie. Yeah, yeah. Bye. What time? 6, 7? 7. Okay. Next up, Super Saver Greatest Hits CD. Various artists. So for $5, headed to Wisconsin. Like, I know I keep going on about it because it's just so strong in my head all the time, or when I think about it anyway. Like, I feel like when I'm in Tennessee, I'm looking for my home. I'm looking for home. I'm looking for something that's going to just bring back a flood of memories, yet at least in this body, there's no connection there. Lane. Like, I feel like if I go to a certain place, wow, just thinking this started making me emotional. That's weird. This is what's so freaking strange with me in Tennessee. I don't get it. Like, I feel like if I go to a certain place in Tennessee, I'm going to find my family. I'm going to find my home. Yet I know that's not my home, and that's not my family. I can't understand it. I never have been able to. It's just weird. Why the hell did I just get emotional thinking that? Rod, maybe I'm just messed up mentally. In a Lonely Place. Final, so for $5, headed to Arcadia, California. Maybe I'm just mental. But ain't that what they say when when people don't understand something? No, he's just mental. Something's wrong with him. That's what they say when they don't understand. So being I don't understand, that's what I'm saying. I'm just mental. Since I can't figure it out. 14. Lynn. Did I die as a small child in the backwoods of Tennessee with family who lived in a shack with no electricity? I don't know, but that feels really strong to me. Not the dying part, but the child living in a shack in the woods feels real to me. Next up, Young Jock. 45, sold for $7, headed to Carmel, Indiana. It just feels real. It feels more real than where I grew up now. You know, where I did grow up. I do, every once in a while, will stumble across one of those kid videos where you have this kid just talking about he was so-and-so in a past life and he's not supposed to be here, or she's not supposed to be. And it's a real weird thing. And you're like, wow, these kids are either telling the truth or they've been trained really well. And they're damn good actors. Josh. El Capria CD. So for $5, headed to Chester, Illinois. Ain't that the home of Popeye? Chester? Okay. Thomas. It's a weird thing. Polka Party with Lil Wally. So for $9, head to Lockport, Illinois. It's a weird thing. Weird thing. Weird die. Weird die. 14. Nicholas. Eddie and the Cruisers on cassette. So for $4, headed to Newton, New Hampshire. At least I'm liking. I'm shipping everywhere today. So that's a good thing. Don't feel like everything's going to Texas or one specific place. Paul. Got Presumed Innocence DVD. So for $5, headed to Harrisburg, PA. So yeah, I've had no multiple piece orders. So this is almost from yesterday. So is the cart not working again for combining orders? Or was it just a day without any? Six by number one, Tracy. And lastly here, we've got Napalm Death. Leaders Not Followers Part 2. Headed to New Jersey, sold for $6. Oh yeah, look at New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Illinois, Indiana, California, Wisconsin, West Virginia, Ohio, California, Florida, California, Tennessee, Florida, Massachusetts. Feels well-rounded today. This morning, I should say. I'll take that as a positive. Phil. Phil. Review purchases. Confirm and pay. $7:30. Since it's so early, I might just go ahead and take a quick bath before I go to the post office. I don't like leaving my mail out there before 8 a.m. because I think the back employees start getting there about 8. Oh. Oh. Yes. Sorry I'm not that talkative today. I do feel like I'm just enjoying the piece. Enjoying the piece. What's going on with Gene Hackman thing? I haven't read too much about it, but it just seems very strange with the information that's come out so far. Seems like my first thought was carbon monoxide poisoning, but apparently that's not the case. They said they found her by pills, so then my second thought would be, wonder if he just died of natural causes and she committed suicide and then forgot to take the dog out of the closet. Why was the dog in the closet and it starved to death in there? I don't know, weird. That'd be my second go-to, but that's strange. Very strange. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can't relate. I was going to say, well, if I was going to kill myself, I would at least make sure the dogs would be okay. But then again, if I'm not mentally right or so mentally destroyed, would I be even thinking like that, right? So I can't really say that I know what it's like to be totally not totally depressed, but like I've never got to the point where I'm would want to hurt somebody else. Hell, I never even got to the point where I really wanted to physically hurt myself. It was more of just wishing. Alright, let's do this international. Oops. Alright, let's see if your address is going to work, being it's so long. I guess so. We've got this Vineyard Vines going to Croatia. Sold for $6. Seven. Used hat. Dang, even Croatia wants a damn number. I got a negative feedback yesterday. I'm going to see if they took that off. So the person ordered Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day. So it's the weekend. Not only is the weekend, it was a holiday weekend. The 17th was a holiday. So the post office don't open until the 18th. The person says they got the item on the 25th. So if you want anything quick, don't order from me. I sent him an email. I go, you do realize you ordered on a Friday, on a holiday weekend, and not only that, there was a snowstorm that week. So the fact that you got it in 7 days, I think that's pretty good for the USPS in a snowstorm. Let me see. I put in to have it removed because of weather conditions. So let me see if eBay removed it. And let me see if I got a response back from Douchebag. No response back from Douchebag. Let's see if eBay... I haven't even got an email from eBay saying they looked at it yet. So, because is weather conditions. Oh, it's down to 2. Is it gone? Yep, it's gone. So eBay got rid of it. Yay! Thank you, eBay. So. The negative before that blows my mind, right? So it's a 12-inch record. On the record, it says the artist Jaheim Just In Case Remix. Now, I didn't put remix in the title. I didn't even think about it. It's just, it's a 12-inch record. Normally, they are remixes for DJs. Didn't think about it. Whatever. It says remix right on it, on the vinyl. Seller was dishonest about the integrity of the record, misleading photos and description. No. They wanted the remix, or they didn't want the remix, but yet the photo says remix. So how was it misleading? Of course, eBay would not remove that one. And the person never responded back, so. Oh. So they, okay. Well, I forgot about this. So they did open I told them they could return it. They did open a return, but they've never sent it. So March 6th, that negative should come off because that's when that case will close and that should automatically be taken off. I put that note on there too. I reminded myself. Oh, I still got to check this negative, see if I can get it taken off. It's the one that's taken forever to go get to Colombia. Let me see if that ever made it. And how did it get, when I got South America blocked, how did they order it from me? Because Colombia is South America, right? Like, how did they order that from me when I have South America blocked? It's still saying out for delivery. Last scan was February 17th. Well, I guess that one ain't going to make it. It cleared customs on the 4th. Departed the facility on the 8th. Out for delivery on the 17th. So I'm guessing that one's in somebody's pocket. Bummer. So I'm not going to be able to get that one taken off because it don't look like it's ever going to get delivered. Bummer. Oh well. Whatever. Don't worry too much about negative. Just if I can get it removed, I will get it removed. So it's good to see that they took the weather one off. So, all right. Yeah, that's it. All right. I got to resurface these, and I'm just going to take my bath now, get this crap off my face, and then get to the post office. So, thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.